Yeah, you already know. Accountability is greater than entertainment. For sure it is. Poindexter Lounge, I see you out there, player. I see you. Keep up the good work. Keep doing what you do.
Yo, what's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. That's right, except no substitutions. I don't know who could substitute this. You can't. Baby, you can't mess with the real thing. This is the real thing. This is the real place. This is the place for nerds. That's right. It's the place for you and me to get together with all of our friends and talk about the things that we love. Things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, standing up for what is just darn right in this world, and so much more. And if those are the things, ladies and gentlemen, that you love, then you know what? Please hit that notifications bell, hit that subscribe button. You got to hit that subscribe button first before you hit that notifications bell. I know, but hey, hit that subscribe button, also that notifications bell, so that you know when we put out new videos, because we're constantly putting out videos, babe. We're streaming all the time, honey. Come on, get in here with this thing. We're laying it down, like The Rock said. We are laying the smacketh down on everything that may try to rear its head. And I'll tell you what, this is a wonderful week. I was just talking to the truth offline here, and we were just talking about it. This is such a great time to be a DC fan, folks. We have taken so many hits over the years, and now, oh yes, now we are starting to just see win after win after win after win. And it's like whack-a-mole up in here. These people pop up their heads. It's like, nope. It's like, no Snyder cut. Bam! Yep, there's a Snyder cut. Oh, yeah, but he didn't really have it. Oh, boom, shut up. Oh, but it ain't going to be. $70 million. What? But they ain't going to return that. Boom! But there ain't going to be no Cyborg is just talking like Ray's just talking about. Bam! He's got some evidence. But Ben Affleck definitely ain't coming back. Bam! I think we're scoring every time. I'm serious. There's people that I don't even want to give any screen time anymore, that now are coming out of the woodwork going, oh yes, we're so happy that this happened, and we were looking forward to it this whole. Shut up. It's whack-a-mole season on all these streamers who are liars, manipulators, and people who have just simply just made crap up over the last couple of months and beyond. And for the last 3 years have been telling you and me as DC fans that we suck, that we shouldn't believe in Snyder, that we shouldn't believe in this thing anymore. Well, guess what, folks? We got our mallet out. We got our Harley Quinn mallet out, and we're stomping heads everywhere we look around. Speaking of stomping heads, and speaking of the truth, ladies and gentlemen, one of my guests for tonight. That's right. You know him. You love him. You've never seen him, but you've heard him enough, and his voice rings true because he is the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, the truth. 31.
What's going on, everybody?
We are here, man. Oh, dude, it is time, brother. How you doing, Truth?
I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. I'm doing better than Jeff Johns. It's a great time to be a DC fan.
Woo! We are all doing a little bit better than Jeff Johns, it seems, these days. Man.
Woo. I hope that boy's hiding somewhere.
Oh, my gosh. Tell me about it, man. I tell you what, I would not want to be that man right now, because with all this stuff coming out, with all this stuff, we're going to be sharing lots of stuff, guys, here in the next little while. Hopefully I got a couple other guests who are going to be joining us. So I'm hoping that they chime in here. I know it's kind of a weird hour for them to do it, but hopefully they come in. But if not, you got me and the truth. And that's all we need.
That's all you need, baby.
That's
what
all
else
we
do you need.
That's right. That's what I've been saying all this time, Truth. It's like all these people saying whatever they're going to say. It's like all we need is the truth.
That's it. That's why I'm here, baby.
Oh, that's right, man. That's why we got to have the truth. Like my camera angle's a little weird. Hold on a second. Let me fix. See, you don't have that problem.
Nah.
You don't have that problem. You
want to see all this. It's too much for you, baby. It's
too much. It's too much. Hold on. This camera is too high. Okay, there we go. I'm a little bit better centered there. Okay, but no, it's funny, man, because I know what your symbol is, but for me, sometimes it just looks like a big grin.
Well, that's usually the case. I'm always smiling.
That's what I'm saying. You always got such a great attitude, man. That's why I love to have you on here. So we're going to jump into stuff. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, because guys, there is lots of stuff to talk about this situation with Ray Fisher, guys.
Your boy.
Oh man, where is it? I might have to put y'all on hold. I bought a new cyborg figure today. Because it came up at my local toy guy. It's like the classic cyborg, but it's like a 6-inch figure. I was like, oh, that's mine. I'm so buying that right now because the cyborg figures are just going to be like really special to me now going forward.
Of course.
I'm just telling you. Who would have known? Who would have thunk it? Like the next time I watch Justice League, it's going to be something special to me, man, because even the Justice League version, because I get to see Ray Fisher. I get to see my boy hanging out, doing like stuff, man. I'll tell you what, guys, man, what a man, what a guy, Ray Fisher, man. I'll tell you what,
he's a rare case in Hollywood, that's for sure.
Oh my gosh, he's killing it. He is putting the smack down on a lot of stuff, folks. And I tell you what, I am so impressed with this guy and just his passion. I'm impressed with the way that he's handling himself, about how he is not stepping down to the challenge. All the people who have given him a hard time. Hey Nerdy, what's up? Hey man, if you want to come in this conversation, I will send you a link, brother. Nerdy, I'd love to have Nerdy in. Since my other guests have not shown up, we need some more talk here. So like give me just a second here, and I will send you, sir, a notification if you're available. Hopefully you are.
We need some more league members open.
That's right, man. We need to call in the league for this stuff, man. So I just sent you the link, Nerdy, Dawson. And so if you can, man, we'd love to have you here. So before we jump into everything, though, I do want to say hi to everybody. I want to say hi to Sickness. What's up, Sickness? Good to see you. I love it. I love it when our friends pop in here, man. You know, I love this. We got to come up with a cool name like that everybody agrees to about this whole streaming team, this league, this league of stream. I don't know, man. This league extreme something. I don't know, man. Because I tell you what, it's great because I love seeing everybody pop in from show to show. It's like as I go from show to show and like, say hi to my friends, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. We got Alex, the filmmaker. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, man? I love your avatar there. That is funny. Awesome. That's an awesome avatar. What's up, Tube Dude? What's shaking, my fellow nerds? He says, yes. Tube Dude, man, I tell you, was full. He was on fire yesterday, man, with his comments and stuff, man, with a couple of the live streams that I did. It's awesome. Emparo, what is going on, ma'am? It is so good to see you. That's right. Empire, we're fighting for justice, and we got Cyborg. We got Cyborg on our side, man. He is tapping in, and we got it. Enzo DeLuca, what's up? Hello, of course, Nerdy. We said hi to. We're hoping that he can make it in. I don't know. That one, Carlos. What's up, Carlos? Yo, Nerditos, Nerdios. I don't know. Maybe I got that wrong. I don't know. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
No, is that right?
Yeah.
Nerdios. Okay.
Nerdios.
Nerdios.
Spanish.
Nerdios. You got to get that. Not everybody can get that.
There you go.
I got a little bit of everything in me, man. I'll tell you what. Music man. What's up, dude? Rock on. We got Gavin in the house. Gavin is one of our moderators, so he's going to be thanking people and saying hi to people. I'm sure if you give a super chat tonight, not saying that you have to, but if you give a super chat or you donate somehow, Gavin's going to be thanking you. We're going to be thanking you for sure. So look for that. Tomorrow is going to be even better. I mean, we haven't even gotten to Fandom yet, and there's like, oh my gosh, it's like, oh man. I love seeing this thing. Whack-a-mole and all the haters. Boom, 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 boom. I almost wanted to bring in Truth during there because I was sure that he was laughing about that. What's up, Cylon? What's up, Cylon? My buddy, my pal. Good to see you. Look at this, man. We're getting the medals and awards already from Emparo. That's for how many moles we've whacked already tonight.
Ooh, that's for all John Campio.
That's right. Smash that like button. Thank you, Nerdy. Let's see. Geeks Cosmics Entertainment. I just made him a moderator as well. Like I never even used to need moderators, man. Now I got people like stepping up and saying, hey, can I help? And I love that. Thank you, man, so much. Go check out Geeks channel, man. He's pushing it, man. He's killing it, man. He's working hard, man.
He's awesome.
Go show some support. Enzo, what a great time to be a DC fan for sure. Tough Commander, love to see you here today. People who can't handle, they were wrong. I'm very familiar with those. Hey, absolutely. Absolutely. Alex Filmmaker says, believe in Snyder. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, it's like he came in hot and heavy like Steppenwolf, and Wonder Woman just said nope.
Pour one for the homie real quick.
Oh, pour one for the homie. I got carpet. I don't want to do that. I have to clean it up later. Is this cue up your fave tunes, crack a cold one, throw a shrimp on the bobby. Yes. Now we need Gungaga up in here because he's Australian. So I don't even know if they really say that. The True 31, share with us your true. True. William up in here says this is a crazy week. It sure is. William is also a moderator. So he's the original moderator, man. He's my first moderator. He's my longtime homie from back in the day. Yes, OG from back in the day. Broham, what's going on, Broham? I like your picture there. That's awesome. That is fantastic. That's cool. Everybody, of course, is inspired and excited. Whoops, I accidentally skipped. I hate that when the little thing here just like skips ahead, and now I can't. Where was I? There I was. Oh, okay. Yeah. Tomorrow is going to be a great day to be a DC fan for sure. Watch Legends again per your advice. I'll stick it out and see where it goes. Yeah, you know what? Everything's not perfect, but you know it's okay. Oh, I love that Avatar too, Ed. Nope, we just started, man. We just started. We're good to go. You're good to go. Just making sure that I get some of your guys' good comments real quick before we just jump in. Congratulations, Borg Life. Heck yeah. Yep. Let's see here. More Borg Life. That's right. I can't wait to see how Snyder or how about Cyborg is in the Snyder Cut. The teaser that released today was already way better than Joss Rice League. Ray seems like a good dude, man, doesn't he? Yeah. Man, it's just, oh my gosh, he's too pure for this world. Oh my gosh, every time I see the man talk, I'm just like, oh my gosh. Nick Hammond, what's up, brother? Good to see you too. Yeah, man, full on. Ray truly has put himself on the line. I'll tell you what, you know what, Truth, when I saw what he had to say at Justice Con, when he basically threw it down, he said, look, I don't care if I get another job. I'm doing this. I'm saying what I need to say. And we're going to watch his video today. For those of you guys who didn't see his stream on, I just happened to catch it, dude. I was like so excited, man. I tell you what, I was sitting there, I was on my phone and I was doing something else. I was watching something else. And all of a sudden it pops up like Instagram, Ray Fisher is live right now. Yeah. And it's like, heck yeah, let's hear what Ray Fisher has to say. And I'll tell you what, he killed it. And so guys, I got that for you today and I'm glad I did. Yep. Crisis on Infinite Streams is tomorrow, guys. Don't forget, it's gonna be all kinds of good, man. Let me tell you guys, it's gonna be so awesome. Don't forget the schedule. Here, I'll share it with you guys real quick. Make sure you guys can see it there. Yep, there it is. We are only, look at there. The day mark has gone down, brother. It ain't no more days. It's only 12 hours, 22 minutes, and 29 seconds. Ooh. 28, 27, 26. 25. We're just going to sit here and watch the countdown just go down, guys. We are coming up on Crisis on Infinite Streams. It's going to be awesome. Don't forget, it starts out bright and early tomorrow Eastern time. Like this will, if you go to this website, and here I will share it once again in, for those of you who haven't seen it yet, I will share it once again in the chat. Here it comes. If you go to it, it automatically populates in your time zone. So, I mean, how awesome is that? It makes sure that you can't miss it. What's up, Cristiano? Good to see you. Jeff, good to see you too. Yeah, man. So it automatically, what's up, Darth Tasty? Hey, Darth Tasty. What's up, everyone? It's good to see you. Arkham Gaming. Love it. That might be some Ben Affleck there, man. Look at that. Look at Ben. He's back. He's back. Did you hear? Did you hear that Ben Affleck is back? Oh my gosh. What? Prime 76. Yo. What's good? Hey, Prime. I'll tell you what, man. I'll get you in here too, man. I'll let me send you a message here too, Prime. If you're hanging out, man, I'd love to have you on here, man. So I'll send you a link as well. Am I at the right place? Where am I? I'm 76. Come on, pop up. Aren't you popping up? I know I'm friends with you on Twitter.
Technical difficulties.
Oh my gosh, come
Please
on.
stand by.
Right? What's the deal with that? I know I follow you on there. I know I do. Well, you know what? I got to make sure. Hold on a second. If I don't follow you, well, you know, I'm using a different. I think I might be using a different Twitter. That might be what it is. Let me see here. Prime. Oh, there he is. There's Prime. It says we follow each other. So okay, well, I'm just gonna have to send you a message the old-fashioned way here. There we go. Okay, there it is. Let me make sure that I'm sending you the right thing here, Prime, because I would love to have you in here as well, brother. If you guys can, if you can join us here for the stream, because the more the merrier right now. Because we're gonna get into some stuff and have some interesting discussion here in a minute about what is going on with everyone and what is happening. So. But yeah, so it automatically populates. We got subjective reviews starting out bright and early at 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then it goes to Film Gob. I love Film Gob. I'll tell you what, man, getting to know Film Gob through this whole situation, Truth, has been so cool. And didn't really know much about him before. I kind of watched him here and there, so caught a few of his videos and stuff. But I really dig Film Gob now.
He's awesome.
He is awesome. And so you know what? Speaking of Film Gob. You know what? I'm gonna send him one too. Man. Join us if you can. We're on now. There we go. That'd be nice. We're just talking about him. So, but yeah, no. So Film Gob is on 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then the Fatal J Show featuring Skeletor. Skeletor is going to be on.
He-Man?
I'll get you, Skeletor, He-Man. 11 a.m. to 11 or 12:45. Then you got DC Fandom Watch Party there with Nicotina, and he's going to have everybody on there, it seems. And then Zeverfett from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Nerdy in Many Ways Dawson himself is going to be on there from 5 to 6. 4 nerds, so it's going to be the same guys who are in these two. They're going to be coming back with 2 more guys, and they're going to be on there from 6 to 8. And then guess where we all go after that?
The lounge.
That's right. We all go hang out at the lounge, kick back, have a cold one, like we said, talk about this stuff, break down what happened tomorrow. Because by this time, guys, I just feel like everybody's just going to be spent, and they're just going to be like, oh my gosh, what are we going to talk about now? Let's just go back to the lounge. Let's go back, have a seat, and do the thing. And then we all end up at Mad Max, The Mandalorians, featuring Brian Hill, Master of None, and we'll close out the day. So you guys are going to want to be a part of all of that for sure. Mana Martin's here. What's up? Poindexter's my Superman. Aw, Truth and Justice. Heck yeah, we'll take it. The Daniel. Love the avatars. I'm loving these avatars, man. These avatars are inspirational. Barcelona says, hi. Very excited for tomorrow. And you got a nice avatar too. That's a nice avatar as well. That's very good. Let's see here. Ryan Rivera says, Enosh, what's good, my man? That teaser today nearly gave me a darn heart attack. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. All right. So you know what? I think we're done. Did we get through everything?
Is there more?
Where they got this on lockdown? We all good, right? Yep. All right, we're all good. Did my stuff go through? Oh wait, no. I skipped a bunch of stuff. Oh, hey! Look at this, Jeff Glotfelty with the $5 super chat. I am Batman. I am the Knight. I am the Knight. That's all right, man. There ain't no Batman v Superman here. We're all buddies. We're all good. See, I give you the Superman ring punch right there.
There you go.
Right there. The fist bump. That's right. So hey, Jeff, welcome. Thank you for the $5 super chat. You are awesome. I love this. Barcelona says, how can I sleep tonight when there's a Justice League trailer coming? Right? We're all going to lose our minds, man. It's so funny. William, like I said, he's old school. He says, you guys are so kind. I love being a part of a channel where everyone is kind and can have their own opinions. You guys are the best, and I'm glad you are all a part of the channel. And man, I love William. William is such a good guy, and has been, like I said, around for a long time. He's old school, he's been really happy that we've been growing and things have been happening. And guys, I want to share with you real quick. A couple of cool things are getting ready to happen. Nope, I got it. I got to it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So a couple of oh, okay. I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry. So a couple of things are going to happen here pretty soon. So guess what? We are almost to 1,000 videos.
Wow.
I just realized this, man. Like I was like, what? Wait a second. Yeah, man, we are almost to 1,000 videos, and that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool cool place to be, man. I tell you what, I didn't realize.
How long have you been on YouTube?
So you know what? I've actually had the channel now. I mean, I started the YouTube channel technically right when YouTube started, but it wasn't the Poindexter Lounge. It was just it was under Enosh Fett. It was my screen name, right? And I wasn't said not to be a YouTuber. Like I was literally just like uploading crazy, stupid little videos here and there that I did at my church or we did with friends and stuff like that. And that was it. That was really it, folks. And then Tiffany and I just started like, you know, doing just, you know, making videos and kind of doing reviews and stuff. And before I knew it, yeah, man, we were
up and running.
We were up and running, and Tiffany said, you know what, we should probably rebrand. We should, you know, call it something else so that people like, you know, can catch on to it. And Poindexter Lounge was it, man, because we used to go to my local toy guy, and Tiffany used to tell me, like, you guys stand around and talk for like 2 hours about the nerdiest stuff. And she's like, even Tiffany loves talking nerds, man. She loves talking Star Wars and superheroes and stuff, but even she would have to go sit down after a minute. And she said, you know, you should really put some bar stools around this place, and you guys could call it the Poindexter Lounge, and you could, you know, it could be like Cheers, you know, like, hey, Norm, Enosh, you know,
where everybody knows your name.
Absolutely. And I think I'm going to clip that, Truth. Everybody knows your name. And so so that's what we did. And you know what? Before I knew it, we called it the Poindexter Lounge, and it stuck, and everybody loved it. And even if people on the corner don't like it, oh well. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's no corner, you know. But you know, I that's probably a good thing. So
the corner anyway.
That's right. So you've been around since the dawn of time on YouTube. Wow. Not many of those around today. Well done. Thank you. Yeah. So guys, obviously today we're talking Ray Fisher. We're talking about what's been going on. So first of all, let's talk about the news that came out about the fact that Warner Media are launching an investigation into these allegations finally.
Yeah.
Dude.
Crazy.
What do you think about that, Truth?
I think it just shows the Warner Media are 100% behind Ray Fisher. And it just clearly shows that Jeff Johns is like not even relevant anymore. Just like, okay, well, we're backing Ray Fisher, and you, Jeff Johns, can, you know, sit down over there and we'll take care of you later. It's crazy.
We'll take care of you later. Yeah. We'll talk to you later, Jeff Johns. Exactly. Well, you know, let's send Jeff Johns an invite. How we do that?
Exactly. We could get Kavari on the
I mean, he's not going to be on tomorrow, so he's got to be. He should be on somewhere, right? And we welcome everyone's opinion, right? So Poindexter Lounge forever.
There you go.
For life.
NWO.
For life. NWO.
Wolfpack, baby. Y'all kids don't know about that.
That's right. Little kids don't know about that. All right. So we're going to go ahead and let's break this down a little bit. This is off of darkhorizons.com. I just like darkhorizons.com. I like the way that they present stuff. Of course, we got this great picture here of the Justice League, which we're gonna get better pictures, man, which is going to be awesome.
This is going to be a distant memory.
Oh, I know, man. Warner Media. But it's still cool to just see our heroes together. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. So Warner Media investigating league claims. I mean, this suit's going to be black probably now.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Right? Yeah.
Maybe.
Thinking about stuff. I don't know. It's going to be cool.
Snyder, you sneaky.
Oh, look at you, man. Like sneaking the little, I love how he told about that. How he was like, yeah, well, you know, I kind of made it this way so that I could just do it in post, you know? Like, like Warner Brothers wasn't going to notice, right? Like opening day, like Jeff Johns is like, you black suit Superman. Like, how can you not like black suit Superman?
Exactly.
I don't know if I trust people who don't like black suit Superman. That's like the coolest thing on the planet.
Those people probably kick puppies. I don't trust them.
Oh my gosh. What do you think, Ben Affleck? I agree with you. I agree with you. All right, here we go. So it says this: Warner Media investigating league claims. Warner Media has reportedly launched an investigation into the production of Justice League in the wake of repeated public statements by actor Ray Fisher, alleging misconduct by filmmaker Joss Whedon and producers Jeff Johns and John Berg during the film's reshoots. There are no findings or specific timelines as yet, and it is said the investigation is not limited to those three names. Ooh.
Uh-oh. Who else was involved?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Interesting.
There's more name. It's not limited to those three names. That's wow.
It's like the mafia or something.
Man, that's AT&T, man. Dang, AT&T just come. Things have been so good lately. Like, you know what? I'll tell you what. For how long, Truth, has it been that we have seriously sat back here as DC fans and as people and just like watched as like Warner Brothers has just like screwed the pooch one time after another?
Since like Man of Steel, I believe, right? Ever since the reception of Man of Steel, it's just been.
Dude, like, I feel like we can actually go back to like maybe even like Batman and Robin.
Yeah. Well, if you want to go earlier than that, probably the Batman 89, Batman Returns. With the whole, Batman Returns being too dark, this is not for kids, and just like, and then the whole Batman Forever thing. This is a constant thing with Warner Brothers, just constantly meddling. And that's the problem. You have executives who have no creative bone in their body, like zero, and they're making the top decisions. Like, how can you not want to put the black suit in Justice League when you have the black suit in Man of Steel? He's wearing the black suit in Man of Steel, but you won't put it in Justice. What you guys? What's wrong with you, Lord Savior Jesus Christ? Please help me, Lord Jesus Christ. Please.
Lord Jesus, please, Jesus, we're on our knees, Jesus, please, please help us out here. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like how Warner Brothers, like, why wouldn't they think, yeah, it's probably not a good idea. We probably shouldn't, we probably shouldn't even, think about the black suit at all. Phobic. I swear I'm still gonna get that drop, dude. I'm still gonna get that drop. Just phobic. It's a standard investigation. All companies do when accusations are made. They're investigating Fisher too. Okay. I don't see anything that says they're investigating Fisher.
I see, you've replaced Kavari with phobic. I see you. I see what you're doing.
Sometimes I don't believe phobic. I think phobic is trolling all of us. I like Kavari. I believe that Kavari is really that way, but there's something about phobic that I don't know. What's up? What's up, Bruce? Mr. Jenner?
Bruce.
Yes.
Hello, folks.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, but it's interesting. It certainly is interesting that they are apparently investigating several people regarding this.
That's interesting. I want to know who.
Yeah, it's not limited to those names. In order to preserve the integrity of the investigation, the company won't conduct it in the public sphere, and that's great. Okay. I think it's really important. Fisher, who plays Cyborg in the film, tweeted earlier today that Warner Media had hired an independent third party to investigate his allegations. He also suggested the then in progress merger of Time Warner and AT&T provided cover for the alleged behavior. That's interesting. That is interesting. Well, but I mean, I'll tell you what, it seems legit to me because I mean, it makes sense. That's what you do. You're able to divert by saying, well, we're merging over here. We're not going to talk about all that stuff. We're going to focus on this merger and stuff. But it's like he said, it's a third party that they've hired a third party to investigate his allegations,
which is smart.
That's very smart. And we're going to hear from the man himself here in just a minute, because like I said, I got the video and we're going to watch the video and listen to it, because I was just amazed by the things that he said. So get prepared for that. Despite his public statements, Fisher has provided no concrete details or corroboration for his claims. The news comes just 2 days before Snyder is expected to appear during the DC Fandom fan convention to unveil a new look at his highly anticipated Snyder cut of Justice League. The full Snyder-helmed version of Justice League is scheduled to debut on HBO Max in 2021. Now, can I just say, for all of you who doubt, you're going to tell me that you don't think if there wasn't something here that somebody would have told Ray Fisher to shut up by now?
True.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the lounge, joining us here is Prime. What's going on? What's good, Prime?
What's good? Can y'all hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you, sir. Yes, I can.
I'm good, man. I'm driving right now.
That's all good, man. Just stay calm, man. I know there's lots of good stuff happening. I know there's lots of exciting stuff happening. Just stay calm, stay on the road. I know how that is. So, but yeah, man, we're just talking about this fact that they've hired a third party independent to investigate Ray Fisher's claims, and I just said, like, if there's nothing to this, if there's no fire where all this smoke is, don't you think somebody, Zack Snyder himself maybe, would have even pulled him aside and said, "Hey, Ray, shut up. Like, we don't distract from all the other stuff." But you know what? It's not distracting. It's making it better. Like, you know what I mean? It's weird. All these allegations and stuff going around, but to me, it's making it better. It's making this narrative that I agree with Max when he says, like, we need a documentary about what the heck happened.
It all falls back into play, like what I said a couple of days ago. I mean, Ray is going to say what he's going to say regardless. But in the background, we already knew that he had support. They just weren't going to say anything.
Yeah.
So behind the scenes, where everything is in house, we already pretty much people that really had a brain. They knew there were other people. They just not going to speak it out publicly and, just be, just transparent and open like that to the public like that, like Ray has. Because to be honest, Ray ain't got nothing to lose. So even putting it out there and putting it out there for the public to hear is like, I'm real. I ain't got to hide behind closed doors. I'm letting people know what the deal was, what happened, what was going on. And, it is what it is. I mean, and I'm kind of glad that they're doing that because they're going to have more sources to the matter. So we don't know who those other sources are that are being investigated, but that's a good thing that they're going in to find out exactly what it was and what actually happened. Because, hey, it is what it is. I mean, I'm all for it. As long as they keep it in house, they do what they got to do. Hey, let them do what they got to do.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. At this point, I want the truth to come out, whatever the truth is, and I have said publicly, look, if at the end of the day, it gets investigated or whatever, and I feel that the investigation was done correctly, and I feel from what's presented that it was legit and they can show, look, there's nothing here, then look, I got no problem with that. I got no problem with saying, fine, then there was nothing there. But I really don't think that that's going to be the case. The more I see this, I really don't feel that that's going to be the case. But look, I'll be the first one to retract anything that I've said. But we're going to see here in just a minute. We're going to watch this video and we're going to see just the passion and the drive that's behind this. I'll tell you what. Now, I do want to say something. I Was a Bear said he had a black suit in Man of Steel. I don't remember that part. Been a while since I've seen the movie. It's in the scene where he talks to Zod when he's taken aboard Zod's ship and he's kind of like drugged or whatever, and he's kind of in that dream world. And Zod is basically Zod Yeah, Zod is pretty much giving him the lowdown on what he wants to do, how he wants to terraform the earth, and then Superman falls into the skulls, and that's basically where he realizes that they're going to destroy the earth to make a new Krypton, and he's
good is that scene, by the way?
Oh, dude, that scene is tremendous.
Beautiful.
You know what?
Beautiful.
You know what? And what you talking about that, since it dawned on me, because I actually watched Justice League yesterday.
Why?
I just said, let me just go ahead and watch it. If people go ahead, if they don't know all the actual details and everything that went on with this situation, when y'all look through the credits, even when y'all look through the beginning, it says produced by Jeff Johns and John Byrne. Take into consideration on why the movie is what it is. And I don't blame Josh Whedon for a lot of the stuff because he was just brought in to do a job. And people have to really take that into consideration. Jeff Johns and Don Berg were the ones that really sabotaged this whole thing, with the executives pushing it in, because they had to rewrite everything. They had to rewrite it. And Chris Terrio just compromised.
Well, I believe that, but Joss Whedon rewrote 80 pages of the script. Yeah. That was Joss. Yeah, he didn't have to do that, and it seemed, and like a lot of the blame that Ray is pointing has been directed at Joss as well. So
okay,
so I feel. Yeah, so I see what you're saying. I definitely see what you're saying. I mean, obviously they brought him in, and I think that there definitely was a plan. I definitely think that Warner Brothers and the suits at Warner Brothers were like, hey, this is an opportunity that we can take advantage of to get rid of Snyder and to get our own, thought process in here. And, and maybe even brought Joss in with that consideration, thinking, hey, Joss will do the job for us, and basically got him to do it. But at the end of the day, I mean, like Joss is the one that Ray, talks about like being disgusting and like with the allegations. I mean, we know the stuff that happened with Gal Gadot and the Wonder Woman scene, with her and the Flash and stuff like that. So that's
oh yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
That's all Joss.
I forgot about that shit. Okay.
See, that's why we got this panel, baby. That's why we got the panel. That way, so like if I forget something, like you are on it. Prime, and then if we forget something, then we got the truth, and the truth don't forget nothing. The truth is the truth, no matter what. That's the truth is the truth, no matter what. So
I come at your ass.
That's right. But yeah, no. So let's see. Just looking at a couple more things here. But yeah, the thing is people talk also about like, why is everybody being silent? Well, the thing is that when you're putting together, I mentioned this in my little car video today, is that when you're putting together your hand and you're getting ready to go, you don't show your hand until you call. You know what I mean? Until you call, you don't show your hand. You got to protect your hand and know. And we're going to see this video here in just a minute where Ray talks about that, talks about like, look, even the investigators, like you got to make sure who's doing the investigating, who's looking into it, that they're on the up and up, that everybody is on the same level, so that the right outcome comes, you know what I mean? So that the truth does come out, and that it's not just buried deeper, And so like with everybody not coming out, the thing is I think it speaks a lot that like nobody's coming against what Ray says, and they all have been very cheery about Ray, and even Zach has, even doubled down on the fact that, Ray is the heart of the movie. Like, I'm excited for Ray, Ray. And, I think that we can see things are happening. And I think eventually we're going to see, how, things produce. What's up, Lisa? Lisa Sakura, good to see you. Hello, welcome to the lounge. It's good to have you here for sure.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Ray Fisher and Zack Snyder are constantly exchanging phone calls with each other. Like, hey, do you think Jeff Johns is scared? Yeah, I think he is scared. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, because Ray and Zack, like, they're tight, they're boys. So I wouldn't be surprised if they constantly, like, just having great conversations with each other offline.
Absolutely. And this, and then Reese 75 brings up the fact too, says, I mean, Joss allegedly threatened Gal's career and her stunt double too, over that scene. So, look, this booyah thing, look, I'm going to say it at this point, even if Ray for some reason didn't want to say booyah, right? This ain't about booyah.
That's a minor part.
That is like one of those things.
I don't even think he complained about the booyah.
Me either. I don't either.
I don't think he did, because that's Cyborg's trademark. Yep.
We know that they're very much into the comics, very much into what's being said. You know what that's like to me? Is like when I just went through this thing that I went through with these people who were attacking our friends and Zach and others. And I released my statement and I said what I had to say. And I was kind of letting it go. And then they came back with stuff like, Poindexter Lounge is a stupid name for a channel. And people were literally like leaving comments in my comment section. Enosh, what kind of name is Enosh? Who names their kid Enosh? Like, that's all you have to say is like stuff like, oh yeah, you're alleging that people did horrible, disgusting things and possibly broke the law. Oh yeah, well, did you hear he didn't want to say booyah? Like, it's dumb. it's like nothing. I don't know. It's just a dumb. It's a dumb thing. Yeah. Meanwhile, oops, it didn't go. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
Is that the guy who voiced it? Ted Knight?
Yeah, it was Ted Knight. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom. I was. Oh man, I love it when they do that on Family Guy. But all right, so this is what we're gonna do, guys. I want to show you this video, but first I'm going to show you my favorite part of the video. I already showed it at the top of the show, but I'll be honest with you guys. I'd be remiss if I didn't explain to you what my favorite. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that there for a second.
Who?
There you go. And we'll talk about this too, because this is an important part of it, and I love the answer that he gave regarding this. But of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't show my favorite part of his video. But before that, hey, making his way in here, he's nerdy, we're nerdy, so we're glad to have him here. He is the master of all Nimwa, the art of being nerdy. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess he just replaced Prime, because Prime was like, I
scared him away. I scared Prime away, and I'm sorry.
Hey, tell whoever that is walking in front of you that we can see in the reflection that we said hi.
Oh, that was my wife. Yeah, my wife, Lindsay. They say hi.
What's up, Miss Nerdy?
Hello.
She says hello.
Hello. I love it when the wives are around. Like, my wife is always around and stuff, and yeah, she does stuff on the channel. But so, Nerdy, I was just getting ready to show everybody my favorite part of the video, and then we're actually going to watch Ray Fisher's video. Did you get a chance to watch his Instagram video today? Yeah.
Yeah, the live that he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to watch a little bit of that. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna watch a little bit of that and talk about, kind of break it down a little bit. But this is my favorite part. I'd be remiss if I didn't show my favorite part of his video.
Yeah, you already know. Accountability is greater than entertainment. For sure it is. Poindexter Lounge, I see you out there, player. I see you. Keep up the good work. Keep doing what you do.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, baby. That's right. We're gonna keep doing what we do, baby. We're gonna keep it real up in here. So anyway, so I had to show that. But
of course.
But yeah. I mean, it's just a cool thing, man. I just can't believe that the guy actually like did that. That's just pretty sweet. Yeah. So all right. So but now let's see. I just got to pull it up here. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm going to share the audio here, and we're going to take a listen to this. So everybody, if you and I lost the truth too, and now it's just me and Nerdy. What's up?
Plan all along.
Dawson,
had to get rid of everyone.
Dawson's just eliminating one person after another, man. I don't know what's going on here. Like before I know it.
Yes, now this is my stream. I now own the Poindexter Lounge. This is my channel, and
we're gonna keep doing what we do, baby. We're gonna keep doing what we do. That's right. Oh, the truth is back too. All right. Sorry, we just revive, man. It's like a Kryptonian chamber up in here. We just come right back. So, all right, now I got to do all this stuff again. All right. Like, boy, Dawson's just taking everybody out. Jeez. All right.
I'm the hitman of YouTube.
The hitman of YouTube.
He's the Jeff Johns.
Oh no! All right, I don't know if I like you anymore, Truth.
Oh,
that was hurtful.
That hurts. That hurts. All right, guys. All right, sit back, relax, and enjoy this. This isn't too long, but really listen to what this man has to say, and really listen to where his heart is. Because I'll tell you what, that's I'm a pretty good judge of character. I'm going to be shocked. I will literally probably do a live stream where I just sit here for about a half an hour, just staring at the camera, not knowing what to say. If this man is not on the up and up, because I'll tell you what, I'm a good judge of character, and this guy right here, you can hear it from his heart. Mm-hmm. He's speaking from his heart about these things. And so let's go ahead and take a listen, and we're going to break it down.
Good. All right. Hope you guys are ready for that fandom tomorrow.
Heck
you
yeah.
already know. Yeah, no, that clip was fire yesterday. And if that's just the clip, if that's just a 20-second clip of what we're to expect. Just imagine what's going to go down tomorrow. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to all of you. Uh, Shout out to all of you out there who are doing everything you can do to slow and stop COVID-19. Shout out to all of you who are doing what you can do to continue to fight for social justice. It says the man posted another clip. What?
You didn't even know.
Man. Right? See, I didn't even know. I'm at to end this live early, man, and go ahead and get busy on that clip. But I will see it, I'm sure, as soon as I get off here. I didn't even know. Okay. A few minutes ago. Okay, well, shoot. You'd think playing a cyborg, I'd be more in tune with what's happening on the internet, but alas, I am not. What I was saying was, I want to thank you all for staying focused on the social justice side of things as well, because obviously it's exciting that we've got movies coming out. It's exciting that we've got fandom stuff happening, and that things are at least feeling a bit more optimistic. But I just want to make sure that we're staying focused and keeping our eyes on the prize, particularly when it comes to staying on top of fighting for justice for people who may or may not look like you. All right, that's a massively important thing. I love movies. I love what we do, but we make movies for people, and if we don't take care of the people, who are we going to have to watch the movies, right? So, yeah, as far as the specifics of all this stuff, as far as the specifics of like comic book related stuff, I don't really know what's going on with anything. So I appreciate you guys for giving my ignorance on that front. But yeah, I got a little beard under here, just a little touch, just a touch. So I definitely will be watching that teaser as soon as I end this live, but I just wanted to check in with you all. Obviously it's Friday, it's around noon, which is when, I do my little live for 5 on Instagram. It is a beautiful sunny day here in Lawnside, New Jersey. And yeah, you already know, accountability is greater than entertainment. For sure it is. Poindexter Lounge, I see you out there, player. I see you. Keep up the good work. Keep doing what you do. And thank you all for sorry, I'm a little distracted. My heart rate is up. And so I'm having a little trouble thinking I think my bandana's on a little too tight. But thank you all for supporting accountability over most other things. It does mean a massive amount to me. It really does. And I promise you one thing, we are going to get to the absolute heart of all of it. Obviously I put out yesterday that there's going to be a third party independent investigation. But even with those things, you do need to make sure that the folks that you're dealing with are on the level, because at the end of the day, those people are being paid by somebody, and finding out who's paying them and how all that stuff is being sorted out is extremely important. So you've got to do your due diligence. You've got to fact check, and you can't just take those things on face value. So I appreciate the support. Just know your boy is going to keep trying to fight the good fight. And as I've said in the past, if this is the only thing I'm blessed to do, if this impacts my career negatively in any way, you know what? I'm glad that I was able to stand up for what I believe in, and for what is right.
That's right.
Because I think a lot of what happens, excuse me, I think a lot of what happens in this business, and maybe even in our world, is when you start out doing something, you have to deal with certain kind of behavior, certain kind of attitudes. And you say to yourself, well, once I get enough power, once I get enough money, once I get in a position to be able to change it, that's when I'm going to do it. But, you let that stuff slide for so long in an attempt to gain that power or gain that ability to finally have some control over the situation. And then you look back 20, 30 years later, you're established now, but you've let so much stuff slide it's so hard for you to deal with what the original issue was, because you have to unpack everything over the course of your entire career or your entire journey. So, like I said, my journey thus far has been auspicious, to say the least. But if the extent of it is being able to work with Zach and the people that I care about, the people that I loved working with Justice League, I don't need another experience, period. So, and if I gotta if I got to take an L to make it better for people coming after me,
Check it
that's
out.
what I'll do.
Oh my gosh.
Until we actually start talking specifically about the people and naming the people specifically who are preventing positive change and who are enabling others and who are doing these things, nothing's ever going to change. You know, it's like talking about politics and people go, well, politics sucks. Well, no, who specifically is causing the issue?
Yep.
Let's talk about them specifically so we can actually do something about it. And so that's a little bit of the, you know, there's a bit of, I think, a back and forth with folks within themselves, because it's a catch-22. You want to say something, but you also don't want to damage what you've got going on. And so it just becomes this circle, this perpetual cycle. So, you know, it's going to take us being willing, and in some cases being brave enough to go ahead and say, this is what's going on, and this is what needs to change. And these are the people who may be preventing it from doing so.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my little spiel. And obviously I know people want more specifics about what actually went down, but these are things, and not all these stories are mine to tell.
Check that out.
But these are things that need to be discussed privately first. And when this is all said and done, I'll have no qualms about talking publicly about every single nuance to the situation as it stands and as I've experienced it. So, you know, I will say, just for folks who may think who think whatever they want about the situation, actually, but you know, the things that actually get me going, the things that make my blood boil more than anything else, are the things that happen to other people, right? I'm fine to take whatever it is that I need to take in order to get through the situation. And if it's just me, I can generally write it off as maybe we just didn't get along. Maybe that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's when I start hearing about things happening to people that I care about and people that I know and have those things corroborated, then we got a problem. And we're going to have to go ahead and get it done. So anyway, I appreciate y'all bearing with me. And I appreciate your continued fight to slow and stop COVID-19. I appreciate your continued fight to make sure that we've got social justice here, specifically for Black folks in this country and around the world, for people who may not look like you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And I'll catch you next time. I got to go watch this trailer. So until next time, my friends, peace. You know. You already know.
So, guys, I mean, just hearing that, I mean, just listening to the guy talk and talk from his heart. And, you know, yeah, there's the banter before where he's just being silly. He's like, you know, I got a beard under here. I got all that stuff, you know, and then it's like he hits this point where he's just talking from his heart about what he truly believes, about what he truly thinks. And I just love the fact that he's got a heart for other people. This is obviously not just about himself. It's obviously not just as Kavari said in here, you know, that it what did he say? That he's a lost cause, and but he said something specific that I did want to.
He's here, my boy Kavari's
yeah,
here.
Kavari showed up. Yeah, but you know, you say his name 3 times.
Like Candyman.
This is not about the fact that his barber didn't get credit. You know what I mean? This is obviously about something else, and I love the fact that he addressed it, man. He's not shying away from this at all. No. He's saying, look, when the time comes, when the time is right, I am going to come out and say what needs to be said completely. But the time isn't right yet. We are putting things together. It's being investigated. It's going to be gone through, and when the time comes, man, I'll deal with it and deal with it openly. So,
and real quick, I want to address a comment here by Irving Cruz, who says, a lot of actors in Hollywood get their roles cut short or scenes removed. He needs to accept that's how it is sometimes. That's the difference between how it normally is and how this situation was, is it wasn't just him that got cut short. It was literally everybody. Zack Snyder was screwed over when his daughter committed suicide. You know, Gal Gadot was forced to do things on set that she didn't want to do when her career was threatened. And Ray Fisher, of course, his career was threatened by Jeff Johns, according to his accusations. This is more than just something about a role getting cut short. This is about abuse of power. This is about a really messed up situation in a studio that, you know, is kind of unlike a lot of things we've never seen before. It's not like anything we've ever heard about before. This is an excessive use of power by multiple people that he's standing up to. Now, there's a lot of things like that people may disagree with him about, but when it comes to the situation, I don't see how people can see him as this person who's trying to get attention. He's not trying to get attention. Like he said in the video, he doesn't care if he gets another acting job in his life. He does not care. If Justice League's last thing he ever does, he does not care. As long as he stands up for what he believes is right and stands up for his friends, that's what he cares about.
Yeah.
So people call him selfish. You really need to stop, because that's not what's happening here.
That's a great point. Like that's what I absolutely love about it, is that he says that flat out. If I don't get another job, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I love what he said at JusticeCon, where he's like, look, as long as I got a roof over my head, shoes under my feet, food in my stomach, I'll go back to doing whatever. I'll get a job. I'll do whatever I got to do. But I'm going to know that I did the right thing. I'm going to know that I stood up for what was right, and that I've got that peace of mind in my own self. And man, that just speaks volumes to me. Mm-hmm. I mean, what do you think, Truth? What are your thoughts as you watch that video?
He reminds me of an old soul, just like very calm, very cool, very collected. He has his head on straight, and that's what really impresses me about him. Like he's an old soul. He just reminds me of like my grandfather, who just like tells old stories. Like, hey, listen, kid, relax. Everything's gonna be okay. Here is the truth. No pun intended. And we're gonna get through this. And again, and I love the confidence that he has, because he's protected. Once this Snyder Cut is released, it's going to be a massive success, and he's going to pop. I think even the Flash director's sister, she said that he's going to be in the Flash movie, that he's going to have at least a cameo or a role or something.
I believe it, especially after Crisis on Infinite Earths with the Victor line. I truly believe that, because we know that Warner Brothers asked specifically for that scene to be included in Crisis, that it was not part of the regular shooting schedule, that it was something that was added last minute after the whole thing had been shot, and it was shot all by itself between Ezra and Grant Gustin. Yeah. And so because of that, I truly believe we're going to see the other side of that shot of that sequence. Yeah. Where Ezra, we'll see it from Ezra's point of view. And he mentions Victor. He says, look, I got to tell Victor about this. So, I truly believe that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm sure we're going to see that relationship in the Snyder Cut more expanded with him and Bruce and Ray Fisher. So it makes sense.
Yeah. Prime is back. Prime, what do you feel when watching that video, man? When hearing him speak?
It's pretty much like I stated. He has nothing to worry about. Like I always say, facts break backs. His fact is concrete. He ain't got nothing to worry about. He's going to keep it real. And like I said, it's about integrity. I'm the same way. It's about integrity. Mm-hmm. Because people respect you better when you are truthful. When you're truthful, see, people don't like facts. They don't like truth. They don't like that. Yeah. But when it's presented and you put it out there, people don't like it. So, he's confident. He's just chilling. That's all he's doing. It's like, look, people ain't going to like it, but it is what it is. I don't care if you don't like the truth. The truth is there. Facts break backs. And that's just the fact to it.
He's right there. The truth is literally right there.
And this whole abuse of power in Hollywood, like, this is nothing new. This has been going on for generations. But now we live in a time where, quite frankly, just excuse my language, that shit don't fly no more. We have Twitter, we have a social media account, and Ray Fisher is like, look, I'm gonna spill this shit. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care if I get a job. I'm gonna spill all this shit. And of course, Jeff Johns and the higher ups at Warner Brothers was like, listen, be a good boy, shut up. You got your Justice League. Now move along. And Ray Fisher's like, nah, fuck you. I'm gonna do what I want.
And to clarify what was said about Ray Fisher not caring about his movie career, it's not his movie career that he's talking about. He's just simply talking about accountability of others. Yeah. And people were saying it was contradictory how he's making it a big deal and not caring about his career. It's not contradictory at all. It's not at all. It's showing his where his heart is. He's not about saving his career. He's not doing this so that he can get another movies and not be blackballed anymore. That's not what he's doing. He's simply standing up for himself and his friends. And so, again, I ask, why is that a bad thing? How on earth is that a bad thing?
Thank you. Like, seriously, like, I don't understand this continued argument. Like, when I look in the chat and I see certain people just like repeatedly over and over again saying these little one-liners, things that sound cool, or they think that they're little jabs here and there that they're gonna take on, with Ray or whoever else. But at the end of the day, that's bouncing right off of this man, because this man has his integrity. This man has his truth. You know, and so you don't have to agree with everything. You don't have to be a social justice warrior. You don't have to be all those things and agree with everything the man says.
Right.
But you know what I always like to say is about that is like, you know, the term SJW gets thrown around so much nowadays, right? And it's just we people look at that as a bad thing because in some aspects I understand where people use that in a negative way, right?
And it can be sometimes.
It can definitely be, but it's like anything. You can use anything to the extreme in a negative way. But when you really think, if you break down what being a social justice warrior or being for justice or for social justice or whatever, we all love superheroes who are vigilantes and stand up for the weak and the powerless in their respected worlds. Isn't that the true definition of social justice? The true definition of it? I mean, at its purest, at its, you know, when you break it down, I'm not saying you gotta agree with all the politics that go behind all those things, right? But when you talk about those things, I mean, like, we got to look at this for what it is. This is a man who is standing on principle, like Pop Culture Caleb said, who's a good friend of mine. He's on our panel here a lot. He says Ray Fisher doesn't need Hollywood. The dude was on freaking Broadway. I remember seeing him back in the day as Muhammad Ali. The dude shines on stage and on screen.
Yeah,
he's gonna do him, man. He's gonna be what he needs to be, right? And that's the thing. It's like you don't have to agree with his politics. You don't have to agree with everything about him. But on this situation, it's not about being woke or being SJW or being PC or being any of those things. It's about looking at the situation that happened, breaking down what happened, who was mistreated, who was wronged, who was abused in this situation, and making that right.
In fact, Ray Fisher said that. He's like, you got to look at the facts, break it down, try to get to the bottom of it. He even talked about that. He's not saying just believe me just for the sake of believe me. He's saying we're getting to the bottom of this. And, you know, it's all about, again, like what Prime said, facts break backs. And he's got the facts on his side, and he's going to use them.
Yeah. It's going to take time. And believe me, when that day comes, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to hear all the dirt I can't wait to hear Jason Momoa. That's the number one guy I want to hear from, because I know he's gonna go off. Because I know that there's like rumors of him wanting to fight Joss Whedon. I was just like, damn. like the fact that you pissed off Jason Momoa that badly, like, dude, you must be a piece of shit. Because Jason Momoa is like the coolest dude ever. The fact that you pissed him off, woo, yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta look at it for what it's worth. It's like. It's all like I said, it's just going to come out. It's just all gonna come out, and it's just gonna be people.
Yeah, it's gonna be all. Well, apparently they don't want you to talk either, man.
Phobic.
What? Phobic. Look, you know, we all understand that there are two sides. We all understand,
obviously,
two sides, right? And no, we have not heard the other side, but I think
we've also heard nothing from the other side. So, like, they haven't said anything, and that says a lot, actually.
and the thing is there have been things that have come out from the side making the accusations that we know are absolutely true.
Yeah.
So
that are corroborated by multiple people.
That's why we got an investigation going on.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
Like, we're not sitting up here saying cancel Jeff Johns or all those people. What we're saying is get an investigation going, so if they did do something wrong, that they're held accountable.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Yes.
Well, maybe I'll say cancel Jeff Johns. I'll say it.
It takes everybody. It takes everybody, right? Yeah. But I just the more I look at this and the more I see things like this, and we hear today him coming out. Look, if you can listen to that statement from him and not be moved at all, and not be moved to even think, we really need to look into this. We really need to take a good look at what's going on, and not just toss Ray to the side. And that's really the problem that I have with a lot of this stuff, is not that is not that I just think that we should blindly believe Ray. I have a problem with the people who are blindly tossing Ray to the side and acting like, well, this is just because he didn't get his barber. This is just because of these minor little things that he's just upset. You don't lob. Look, if he's lobbing these kind of accusations against people because he's mad over petty things, then yeah, absolutely, that needs to be investigated. That needs to be looked into, and it needs to be found out what the truth, which just brings us right back to what's happening.
Yeah.
Right. And it's been brought by who's pushed for it, because it ain't Joss Whedon. It ain't Jeff Johns. It ain't John Berg. None of them are out here pushing for any investigation or pushing for anybody to look into anything. They don't seem to want anybody to look into anything. Who's pushing for the investigation? Who's saying, here I am, I'm an open book. You know, let's open up the book. Let's take a look inside and see what needs to be said. That's Ray Fisher. Who's avoiding the haters and not giving into the haters, but yet when he blocks the haters, what do the haters do? They literally make weeks worth of videos calling the man out, trying to out him as some kind of liar or something like that when they don't have the truth. They literally make weeks of videos trying to get Ray Fisher to come on their program to tell his side of the story for their own gain. That's what you get. And if he would have done that, from the beginning and said, "Oh yeah, I'll go on these other YouTube channels. I'll go support these other people," right? I'm sure they would have been very happy to side with him, because it's not about him. It's not about the truth. It's not the truth that people want.
It's not the Truth 31.
Exactly.
No, it's definitely not the Truth 31. It's definitely not the Truth 31.
I don't know.
You know, it's about people wanting to use him for their own gain, and right. Ray Fisher is not dealing with that. He is not going to give into that. He has blocked those people. He has not answered those people since this whole thing started. He has absolutely shut that down.
Right.
And I like the Pop Culture Caleb says to people asking why he didn't speak up earlier, NDAs are no joke.
Right.
WB and Jeff Johns could have gone after Ray and destroyed his entire life. They could have drained him dry in court for years. And for the people who are like, well, it's not an NDA because he's already talked about stuff. No. Have you noticed how specifically and the timing in which Ray says things?
Right.
Ray doesn't come out here like certain other people and say a bunch of derogatory stuff and a bunch of inflammatory stuff just with a bunch of adjectives and other things, describing things. No, he doesn't do that. He's very precise with what he says. Don't you think that's for a reason?
Mm-hmm. He doesn't need to do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's for a reason. He's pinpointing stuff. Go ahead.
It's very calm and collected. And like you pointed out, like he didn't just come out and just start insulting people. That'd be a different story. Like he just came out and just slandered people with these insulting things, like with F words or whatever the case would be. Yeah. I'd be more reluctant to listen to what he had to say. But the fact that he addressed look, this is what happened. This is how I felt about it. And this is how it affected this part of my life. And he was simply stating it out there. He's not necessarily complaining. He's just saying, hey, this happened. So needs to be held accountable.
Yeah.
He articulated the whole thing. That's all.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's very smart.
So we'll find out soon.
but y'all have to look at it for what it's worth, though. Everybody knows that once Justice League comes and it drops and everybody see it, they gonna know what the deal was, because they're gonna see. They're going to really, really, really see. Like I say, I watched Justice League again yesterday. I'm telling y'all, that movie, Jesus Christ. That movie is...
We've been praying to him, man. We've been praying to him already this stream. Asking for his help, man. Asking for his help with all this.
I would say if you watch it, if y'all just watch it just to look at the points and look at everything that you're probably going to see, what we're going to see on the panel tomorrow, and see all the scenes, I would say, like I said before, the only two characters in the whole movie that probably wouldn't even temper with all like that were Ray Fisher. They just cut all his stuff out, and Gal Gadot, and they just added dialogue. Everybody else was tempered with. Everybody's. I mean, you can see it, and when you look back at it, if you think Ray Fisher was good in that theatrical cut, he's good. He's basically pretty much to me, and him and Gal Gadot are probably the main two. Everybody else's lines in the movie was cheesy. I don't count Jeffrey Irons. I don't count Jeffrey Irons. He's just doing his part.
No, we ain't gonna count Jeffrey Irons.
Yeah, Jeffrey Irons is just doing his thing. But when it come down to the characters, go just if y'all want to, y'all don't have to. But I'm telling everybody, just watch it. Look at the way they act. Look at the way they perform. You could tell Jason Momoa's stuff was completely changed.
And look at the way Ben Affleck acts. Like you can tell by watching Ben Affleck that he just doesn't want to be there. Oh, he does not want to be there at all.
He phones it in that portion of the movie.
Oh yeah,
it's such a difference to see like the portions that Zach was there and the portions that Joss obviously directed. I mean, first of all, he looks different too. I mean, he's going through a lot of stuff there, but yeah, he completely phones it in. And like this statement here by Irving about NDAs don't stop you from speaking on a crime. No NDA would ever stop you from stop using that as excuse. Many lawyers have stated that as legal fact. Well, certain people's lawyers who they claim are lawyers have gotten on their shows and said, where they don't even have the NDA in front of them.
Yeah, that we don't have the specific facts of what exactly was contained in the NDA.
Well,
like NDAs are different.
But Dawson, NDAs do this and this and this. Like all NDAs, right? Like every NDA is the same, right?
No NDA is the same ever.
What?
I had to sign an NDA for a project that I had to work on, and it's totally different from a kind of NDA that an actor would have to sign. Completely different.
Yeah, and all NDAs are not the same. They're not.
Right. Wait, are you telling me? Hold on. My mind is just absolutely blowing right now. You're gonna tell me you're gonna stand there or sit there in your cool little studio, and with your Batman thing that Ryan made you there behind you there with all your cool Batman things up there, and and the way that I got it placed, it looks like you got Poindexter Lounge up on the side there, which is very cool. You should right there. But I'm just saying, you're going to sit there and tell me that all NDAs are not exactly the same, and that we cannot judge them all by the exact same criteria, and that we should actually break them down and look at them for what they are, because different crimes mean different things.
Exactly.
Oh, that's pretty smart there, Dawson. I mean, like, yeah, some crimes, yes, would not entail that. But also, it might make a difference maybe if the crime happened to you or if the crime happened to somebody else, that person has to come forward and be the primary person to make the accusation.
Get out of here.
Oh, right? Oh, well, if you...
if you look at the fine print, which a lot of people really don't read a lot in the NDA, my NDA is big. So in the
my NDA is bigger.
NDA,
wow.
Yeah, NDAs. If you look at the main one,
let's not start measuring NDAs now. Okay?
No. I'm not measuring them. What I'm saying is that all of them, they include certain things completely different. And some of the major points are the ones that are more enforced more than others.
And think about this. Think about how big of a movie Justice League is.
Yep.
Think about that.
Yep.
Think of all the things you have to keep secret, all the things you cannot talk about when it comes to production, when it comes to your character, the story, what happens on set. There are so many things in different NDAs that you cannot talk about. So, I mean, and thinking of Warner Brothers at the time, when they were kind of taking things over from Zack Snyder, there's probably an NDA where like you can't talk about what happens with the producers and stuff like that. Or, if something will happen, we'll come after you. It's a lawsuit. It's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yep. No, exactly. I mean, they were definitely told, because of the situation that happened with Zach, because of the way that he was being replaced and all those things, they were definitely told what they could say and what they couldn't say. And the thing is, as far as Phobic saying that Ray said in the video that he's being wrong because Ray didn't say that he's being wrong because of the color of his skin. He never said that. Go back and watch the video. He said that we live in a time where we do need to consider other people, especially people of other colors than us. That's what he said about race. Okay, that's what he had to say about race, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. He didn't say that he was treated wrong or he was wrong because of the color of his skin. And he didn't even say what happened to him. In fact, he said the opposite. He said, this stuff happened to other people, and that's why I'm taking a stand. Did you have something in your ear when he was playing the video?
You're completely misconstruing what he said, Phobic. I'm sorry, you're completely misconstruing what he said. When you say people who doesn't look like him, you're talking about the moment where he said, he's talking about social justice. He's talking about in general, like his own political views, talking about people like out there protesting and stuff, and talking about people who maybe don't look like you, who maybe need some justice. He wasn't talking necessarily about himself. He was just talking about in general, because he has certain political beliefs, which I don't necessarily agree with all his political beliefs, but I understand where he's coming from.
Yes.
You know, that's what he's talking about. He wasn't talking about himself.
No,
context and word usage are very, very important. You got to listen to what he's saying.
Right, Dawson? That's why I like you, Dawson. Seriously, that's why I like you.
There you go.
Right there.
Yeah.
Wonder Twins. Oh, boy.
I'll tell you what. No, seriously,
much.
because unfortunately, we do not hear enough people talking with some common sense nowadays. It's all this extreme stuff, and it's like, so people they hear social justice and they immediately go, "Oh, I know exactly what that is," because they have a political system that they believe that this is what that is. And like Dawson said, you got to break away from that. You can't necessarily go by what the politics of it are. You have to hear what the man is actually saying. That he's saying, look, people are from different backgrounds. People are going through different situations. People are treated differently in our country. Okay. And then also he's talking about that he even said the thing that gets his blood pumping, the thing that gets him up in the morning is standing up for others. And I think that when this whole thing comes out, we're going to see that a lot of this wasn't even about him, but it was about standing up for others who needed it, who needed somebody to say something because maybe they weren't in a position of being a star of the movie.
And one thing that people keep bringing up, they're like, well, NDAs don't necessarily cover a committing of a crime. Well, first and foremost, I'm pretty sure Ray Fisher does not know every single crime on the book. So he probably went through the Justice League experience thinking, is this normal? Like, this is kind of messed up. And as he searched into it, he probably realized, no, that's a crime. That's not allowed. He probably did not know that right off the bat. Right? And hence another reason why he would have stayed quiet for a long time, because he probably didn't know that was a crime.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, like I said, too, is like different crimes require different situations, to different ways for it to be dealt with. Right. So
the rule of law is very complex.
Yeah.
Very, very complex.
Yeah. It's not just, well, that was a crime, so you can say anything you want to say. No, you better be careful when you bring it up, because you better make sure that you got all your facts. You better make sure that you know exactly what that crime entails. Like you just said, like maybe you don't know that it's completely a crime. Maybe you just think that it's somebody being treated wrongly. And then you find out, well, hey, trying to force Gal Gadot to do something in a pose or a way that she doesn't feel comfortable with, and then threatening her possibly with not being allowed to be in another Wonder Woman movie or with the rest of her career.
It's no bueno.
Yeah. Hey, Dawson, you were on Family Feud. Let's go to the board. Let's go crime. It's a crime. You can't do that. All right. So, the thing is there's so many things, guys, that are gonna end up coming out by the time this is done. One of the things I just want to show real quick, and we could talk about this all night. We literally can. But I thought that this video, especially coming right before Fandom, this week has been crazy, hasn't it?
Yeah, yesterday especially. Holy crap!
Oh my gosh! Like my Twitter feed is still just wall to wall Ben Affleck. Like, well, I mean, still.
The fact that last night on Foreigners we were able to get Richard Citrone on a day that Affleck was announced, it's like, how in the world? Like, I got off my stream last night and I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I just had a 2-hour-long interview with Batman.
Right?
She's like, yeah, that was awesome. I was like, dang right it was.
How was that, man?
Oh my gosh, so cool. Richard's an amazing guy. We stayed after like 10 minutes after the show just talking to him. Super nice guy. I mean, and again, it's Batman. Like I have this. It's a Mayfix Batman from BVS. Yeah. And he's a little smaller, like skinnier than the Batfleck version. And Richard Citrone's a little bit smaller than Ben Affleck. So I just call this my Richard Citrone figure now.
Nice. Very nice. That's awesome. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. But so, yeah, like I said, with this coming out, with the Batfleck stuff coming out, that's all come out. And we're not even, I mean, we're still 12 hours away from even the start of this thing.
Yeah.
And stuff's been dropping, and it's
like, what's left?
it's already good. I mean, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like we already know that Ben Affleck is coming back to play Batman in a movie where Michael Keaton is also coming to play Batman.
And I want to debunk something real quick. There's
Yes.
a lot of people who are claiming that Ben Affleck is only a cameo because some people are saying that. First and foremost, if you think that, you clearly didn't read the Vanity Fair article, because Andy Muschietti said that Ben Affleck would be a substantial part in Barry Allen's story. It'd still be Barry's story, but Bruce would be very much an emotional connection with Barry Allen, be a much part of it. And in fact, they use the same terminology to describe Ben Affleck's role as Michael Keaton's role. Both were described as substantial. So to say that Michael Keaton would have a bigger role than Ben Affleck, at least by a big margin, is definitely a stretch and is definitely a leap to conclusions that's based on nothing.
Yeah, right. I still say that, you know, the way that they got him in there was they got one of those cameo things that you buy, you pay $200 for, and you get a celebrity to come say something to you or do a video chat for you, and all they did was get Ben Affleck to say, "Run, Barry." And that's going to be the whole thing.
And another thing is that Ben Affleck, in a couple articles, it said that Ben Affleck came and actually had some alterations to the script himself. He added some of that. If he was just a cameo, why would he make alterations to a script?
Well, and you know, I watched our good friend Campia today, and Campia actually is buying the idea that Affleck just read the script last week. That like he just found out about this. He did point out one good thing though, is that if he did read the script last week, we know there's a script.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? If
10 minutes,
script, that's 10 minutes. He's only going to get 10 minutes to talk about it. There's no way that could be 10 minutes. I'm sorry, it's impossible. It's freaking impossible. Now we know. If
it's pre-recorded, and they cut it, then it would make sense. Because I mean, if you think about it, public speaking, 10 minutes is a long time. And so if you have this thing that's cut down to, you could have a lot of information within 10 minutes. Plus, they're going to do an encore, so there's going to be a way you can rewatch it and revisit what they said.
Yeah, but if they drop a bomb like Affleck's coming back and Keaton's there and it's going to have Muschietti and Ezra, I just don't. There's no way that whole freaking thing can.
I told everybody that Ben Affleck was coming back. You just had to wait for the announcement. I told everybody. Everybody acting like it's like such a big shocker. Once Zack and Justice League got announced, Zack, Henry, and everybody was everybody was going to come back. The balance was going to be restored. It was just that everybody just wanted to see them. That's it.
Because Zack was a big reason for all of them enjoying the DCU at the beginning as it is. Like Henry Cavill loved being with Zack. Ben Affleck joined because of Zack convincing him. Yeah. And Gal Gadot, of course, casted by Zack Snyder. And they all love him. And we were talking to Richard Citron last night and talking about every single person that he's ever talked to in person that has met Zack Snyder has nothing but good things to say about him. Nothing but good things to say.
Did you guys see the tweet by Eduardo today that he is standing firm? Like he said, he's like, what was it that he said? I can't remember what exactly the wording of the tweet. I actually made a comment on the tweet because I thought it was just like the most ridiculous thing to say after all that's happened, after all that's been, said regarding this stuff and the hits that the guys have taken. I got it. Eduardo, what's his last name?
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, yes.
Umberto Gonzalez.
Umberto. I'm sorry. Did I say Eduardo?
Oh, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
Misleading.
Yeah. Well, I got an NDA. I don't want to give their full names. How do you spell Umberto?
Umberto.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Umberto.
Umberto. Here he is. Okay, because I did. Let's see. Okay, so I just wanted to read this to you because I actually had to make a comment on this because I just thought it was just so stupid. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so I got it here. So
it must be good.
Let me pull this up here. And I was like, really? Is this really what you want to go on record as saying? All right, you guys see all that? All right, here we go. So he said,
because I'm driving.
You're driving. Okay, yeah, I'll read it here. He says, on record, all in caps. Also of note, there will be no other films with Affleck's Batman or an HBO Max show, as has been rumored online amongst fanboy outlets.
Why would you write that? because you know damn well he's gonna delete that tweet if a project gets announced with Ben Affleck.
Because the Snyder Cut was a pipe dream. Right?
Yeah,
right.
Didn't exist. Nothing existed.
Right, and I love some of the comments. I mean, especially this Poindexter Lounge guy. He's like, "You sure you still want to go off saying stuff off the top of your head like that you can't back up?" And then, I mean, then there's just other people. It's like the math seems to check out. Umberto, you need to quit while you're ahead. You've been dead wrong on a lot of things lately. Also of note, you need new sources because the ones you have are not reliable one bit. Yeah, it just kind of keeps on like that. Dude, just STFUP. We know you have no idea when it comes to such news. I mean, it's just over and over and over. And he says, well, here's one by everything_DC Comics, DCU Comics. It says, didn't you say the Snyder Cut was a pipe dream? You're a joke. So yeah. So it just goes on and on and on. Like, I just don't know why you'd like double down that and be like, I'm absolutely not. It's not. Like, shut up. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. So, like,
which he doesn't realize, and which a lot of people now realizing pertaining to Affleck, he's going to be able to do his Batman movie in time. Patterson just going to have his arc. It's not going to have anything to do with it. It's just like a Nolan trilogy. Right. He's going to have his trilogy of his Batman, and there you go. But this is within the Snyderverse. So since he's going to be in the Flash movie, all that stuff is just going to tailor off of that and Justice League. So what he finally realized, so he's going to have more stuff to do.
Yeah, and there are sources saying from multiple different places, not just the culture nerd, mind you, multiple different people that are saying Ben Affleck has a new contract in place where he's going to appear in 4 different films. And one of them, of course, would be The Flash, right? The Flash would be 1, Justice League 2 and 3, if they're able to finish that 3-part arc for Justice League. And that leaves 1 more. So
tomorrow at Fandom, when his other movies are announced, so we come back and we look at this tweet.
Oh, it'll be gone. Don't even worry.
Will it be gone?
It'll be gone. It'll be
the only reservation I have of Ben Affleck like announcing movies of his own would be because he respects Robert Pattinson and Matt Reeves. His main thing is he doesn't want to overshadow what they're doing because he really respects both of them and doesn't want to get in the way of that.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was done.
Oh, well, here's the thing.
Somebody go for the love of God. We can't have silence.
Like I understand that Ben Affleck doesn't want to overshadow Pattinson, but that's going to happen anyway.
That's fair. That's definitely true.
People love Ben Affleck, and this is huge news.
Right.
And listen, I love Ben Affleck, and Ben Affleck, he has a bat cave in his house, for God's sakes.
I know.
He loves the character, and he loves the character. But Ben Affleck, he also has an ego, and he didn't want to leave off Batman with Justice League. He wants to go out. Yeah, he wants to go out on a high note. So what better note than to go in the Flash movie? People, hopefully the movie's great. It's like, oh, Ben Affleck's great. Oh, stuff. Here we go. We love him. And then that introduced like Ben Affleck's like, oh, look, people love me. You know what? I think I'm going to be Batman again.
Talking the truth with the truth. Talking the truth.
Like, it's a win-win for everyone. Ben Affleck, the fans.
And one thing about Ben Affleck, again, like Prime said, as soon as Zack Snyder's Justice League was announced, things have been put in motion for Affleck to return. It's not simply this past week. Like, if you think that Ben Affleck was contacted this week, met with people this week, got the contract this week, and signed it all this week, I'm sorry. That's just not how Hollywood works.
No?
No. All this stuff been in motion months ago.
Yeah.
It's just that they just been waiting for this big event and to everything to be all put in one spot, one place. This is why I say DC fandom is going to be huge. A lot of these so-called naysayers that just want to hate, you think they butt hurt now? Wait till they see the trailers and all that stuff. And on top of that, this is what we said prior. This is what I said on my breakdown of the schedule. That Patterson, Matt Reeves with the Batman, they got to come with it.
Yes.
If they don't have nothing extremely legit pertaining to that movie, because they got 30 minutes, they got to show some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got to come really wicked with it, because you got to remember now with the news, with everybody likes Ben Affleck's Batman. So with everybody liking that Batman and they're waiting for that Patterson, like I say, yeah, it's gonna be good. They're gonna put it on high scale, but it all depends on what you're going to deliver. If you're not going to deliver, it is what it is.
Is Sil somewhere saying he disagrees? And somebody somewhere is playing that.
I'm just breathing really heavily, like.
Well, people are going to disagree because they Batman fans. So with them being Batman fans, they're going to be blinded by the little things. It's about the character. So even though you got to come wicked on what it is that you're going to display. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Matt Reeves probably not going to do a good job with the story. How is Patterson going to portray the character? That is what's going to be, because he might not be that great character. For instance, out of all the Batmans that done played Batman, George Clooney is the worst.
Yes. Now wait a second. No, wait. He's the truth. What are you talking, Prime?
Stop it. George Clooney is the worst.
Yeah.
George Clooney is the worst.
Hey, Breeze, I'm Batman. How you doing?
Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Batman. I got my Bat credit card right here. I got my
Bat bobblehead.
Hey,
Bat bobblehead.
Hey.
I was on ER.
I can stitch you up. What's going on? And I got charisma too, ladies. What's going on?
And Clooney was good in all his other movies. I mean,
she doesn't love you,
being
Dick.
Doc Ross.
She doesn't love you, Dick.
This is why Superman works alone. Oh
Exactly.
God, stop it!
Oh Lord!
But you know,
the dinosaurs. The Ice Age.
You're just jealous. You're just jealous. Look at my lipstick. You're just jealous. Oh my gosh! But no, you guys, seriously though. I mean, you know, look, that's the thing, is that if you believe that this all happened in a week's time, it's the same people who believe that like everything came together in 2 days for the Snyder cut to happen, right? That it was really not going to happen, and then in 2 days time or 3 days time, whatever, since, you know, when the news came out that yes, they got it all together and stuff. The legal ramifications of what this is, they don't even know what to call it technically, because of the legal ramifications and the unions that are involved and the directors and all those things. This is a completely different thing here. And so I don't know. It's just phenomenal though that this is all happening. And like I said, the last 2 days have been good. I did want to kind of end the stream, kind of bring it down here a little bit towards the end. But let's see what all the hype was about that got released today.
Woohoo!
And talk about this little hype train that's going for tomorrow, and maybe, who knows, maybe see a little bit of what we can see tomorrow. So here we go.
Nice. That sound. Oh,
I need a cigarette.
You know what? Well, hold on a second. I still got a video going here. Anyways, it's just 20 seconds. Was that 20 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever? I mean, the color palette that just
all of that looks completely different. That shot of Bruce Wayne's card, like that shot of a card looks better than the entire freaking 2017 theatrical release. And then that shot of Ray Fisher, like kind of hobbling along like he's injured, and that you see a tear fall down. Oh, that was awesome. Oh my gosh.
So I don't know.
Barry
did you guys
Speed Force? Was that the Speed Force that Barry was running to?
There's some people. There's people theorizing that there was Darkseid ships behind him.
Ooh, that'd be
so I have to pause it and see, but I can kind of see where they're coming from. But it's also very fuzzy. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Which parts are you talking about?
The part where
Side
Barry Allen's like running towards the camera. That's what some people are saying. I'm not saying that it's what it is, but some people are theorizing that that's what he's running from.
Well, they blind because he's in the Speed Force. That's where he's at. They blind as hell. He's in the Speed Force. He's traveling somewhere. We just don't know where. So if they can't see that's the Speed Force, and they blind as hell.
There's one where Barry Allen's run to the side and there's like light streaks. When there's one was like a fog behind him and some other different lights back there. Yeah. So I mean, you could be right. That could be the Speed Force. That could be something different. I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, did you guys get a chance to watch Film Gob's collaboration?
Yes, I did.
That he put together. That's like the what do you call it? Like the ultimate edition of all of the stuff leading the winners and losers. Of this. And I watched a little bit that last night, and I'll be honest with you, I started to cry. I literally started to well up with emotion about this whole thing, and just realized, man. Look at what we're getting. Look at what everybody's been through, and like even those who haven't been around the longest or whatever, but have gotten on board and everything, and then some people who've been around but nobody knew. You know what I mean? Like I thought it was funny. I went on the vodka stream and like I was subscribed to half the people, and they're like, "How did you fly under the radar, Enosh, that we didn't know who you were? And you've been talking about this." I was like, I don't know. but it's just funny. Like, and we all have our own stories to tell now. Like we all have our own battle scars, as it were. Yeah. Right. Of how we got here. But the great thing is we got here. Yeah. And we are here. And that's just what I got to say about this guy, man. You know, Ray, he's standing strong. He's standing by what he's got his story. And he's sticking to it. He's not back down at all. And here's the other thing. And Dawson, he's consistent. Like he hasn't wavered at all, man. Right. I mean, like he tells the same story consistently. Unlike other people who are like all over the place. He tells the same story.
I know, that's what I keep telling them. Yeah.
I wish that they could understand that. I mean, Prime is down there and he's being silent. I don't even think Prime knows what to say. You know, I mean, he's just absolutely being silent. And truth.
See, I at least have the truth on my side.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right. You got the truth down there, and the truth
winning side.
Well, we're all winning. We're all winning. Truth. Don't put it like that, because truth, we're all winning. You know, the reality is truth is that we are in this together.
Like he's up there and you're down there.
He's there, you're there.
Put me at
and
the
Prime's
bottom,
somewhere down here. It's like the Brady.
I'm right here. If you talking about the Film Guy video, I mean, it was very, very good, man. He did a very good job on it.
Yes,
he did.
So
I mean, story of a guy named Snyder.
I mean, it was emotional, but people need to realize they just don't get it. And it's just the simple fact is that they still are in denial about stuff. Well, hey, you can still be in denial all you didn't want to, because people are going to find out is that this after tomorrow, and after all this stuff really, really comes into fruition, I'm telling you, Justice League, if it just wasn't on a streaming service, I'm telling you, Justice League would be in gaming.
Oh,
yeah,
going to be flat out. I'm just keeping it 100.
I saw somebody talking
if
about.
You want,
like, go ahead.
I think it's
I mean, that's just how I feel about it, because even when you look at the new shots, people are going to understand what that 133 frame going to be. I got some of the clips from it. And I see the 133 frame, and then some of the and the stuff that he actually finished from non-compromise to compromise. Compromise, fully compromised, and no compromise. That scene with Cyborg, Aquaman, and Diana when they about to fight Steppenwolf, I don't know where they at, but that's the full frame. We didn't get that full frame. We got the actually digital frame where everything was cut off. Matter of fact, you have to actually look at. Actually, I got the picture, but when y'all look at it, you'll see the full frame of it. I mean, it's beautiful. I'm like, it's so much stuff that's being shown because of what Zach said. And that's why I said that full frame. We're going to see it. I'm just ready. I got lost for words right now because I'm ready.
Geeks hit it right on. It's time to celebrate his DC fans. As far as the better than Endgame thing, I saw a thing today that talked about like who knew that DC didn't have to copy the MCU to beat the MCU. They just had to be true to themselves and introduce the multiverse because everybody's losing their freaking mind. You do what. Play to your strengths. Don't try to play to what you think everybody wants to see or what everybody says they want to see. Because look at BVS. BVS has aged so well now. That Ultimate Edition has aged so well now that when it first came out, everyone's like, it's horrible, it's horrible, it's horrible. And now it's like, wow, we're discovering this thing. This is awesome. We love this movie. And the only people still not liking it are just people who are just grumpy. Like you could just tell.
And also people who refuse to see the Ultimate Edition. Like I've talked to so many people, both in person and online, and they're just like, "Man, BVS, I hated that movie." It's like, "Have you seen the Ultimate Edition?" In fact, that's become a catchphrase among some of my friends now. Like, "Have you seen the Ultimate Edition?" And maybe they'll be like, "No." Like, what's that? It's like, first off, it's the full movie. Mm-hmm. It's what you were intended to see.
Like when people try to use the theatrical version to try to tell you that Zack Snyder sucks, and they don't bring up the fact that it was WB. Studio. That it was the studio who manipulated it.
Right. Yeah. Right. And I'll tell them like it's a half hour of story that was cut out. And they're just like, well, it's probably a half hour just a dumb story. It's like, no, it makes all of it makes sense. It ties it all together. It's like, and people, one argument that I think is so not accurate is people like, well, there's an extended version of Return of the King and Lord of the Rings, but that doesn't make any difference. Like, first off, Return of the King, that's just simply 5 different endings, okay?
Right.
That's what that is. That's what makes it longer. BVS, it's actual story that was cut out, okay? Like, oh, man. Good.
Well, you can't tell people that are stupid. So what you need to tell them is that this is what I tell. I don't say the ultimate.
It's like the Truth and Prime merged into one.
I tell people. Did you see the real version of BVS?
Yeah.
Right. What do you mean the real version? The real version of the movie. Yep. Okay. The real version. Don't call it Ultimate Edition because then they get dumbfounded. Well, they'll be like, well, Ultimate Edition. No, don't say that. Say, did you see the real version of BVS?
Right.
The version that was intended to be in theaters until the Warner Brothers executives mandated that they wanted to have more showings in the theaters by taking out that half an hour.
The version of the movie that test screeners gave a standing ovation to when they saw it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And in fact, I remember when I was staying at my brother's place just before I got married. We had a whole night to ourselves, just me and my brother who's married and he has a kid. And he's like, you want to watch something? I was like, yeah, sure. He's like, you've been talking about this Ultimate Edition of BVS for a while. Why don't we watch and you like tell me where I went wrong? And I was like, gladly. And so I watched it and told him, and I like pointed things out. And at the end, he's still not necessarily a huge fan, but he's like, that was a lot deeper than I thought it was. It's like, you're dang right it is. What did I tell you? And you did not believe me.
Oh, yeah. The real version of the movie shuts a lot of people up because now they really see Lex's plot. Because they didn't see what Lex was doing. He was manipulating everybody through the whole damn movie.
Right.
And they didn't see that. Then, you got those Superman dumbasses that don't know nothing about the character because they want to whine. Well, he ain't saved people. To my recollection, he saved about like 7-8 people in the movie. So,
he saved astronauts in that exploding ship. He saved that boat that was on its side in the Arctic. He's like,
the boat that's in the Arctic with all the people on the boat. He did that, like you said, the ship. He saved the I can't remember. He saved the people out the Capitol building. He saved the woman. He saved the kid in the fiery building.
Saved the Lois Lane from following. And in the desert. Yep,
and the people in the desert. He saved a lot of people.
Now you're just spitting facts about the movie now. Come on.
Are y'all talking about the discussion about if Superman saves people, Man of Steel, and BVS?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Excuse me, Lord. Please help them. Please help. They know not what they do. They know not what they do. Yeah, guys. I love Jeremy Harris. Jeremy Harris says there was a whole rescue montage.
But he didn't smile, so it doesn't count.
Oh, right.
He starts to smile when he saves the girl in the burning building, and then they all surround him and like kind of try to like worship him or whatever, and that's where he starts to get troubled by it.
He doesn't say technically airplane travel is the best way to travel still.
Hey, 5 pounds
Hey,
from the
nice.
Gaming and Movie Channel. What's up, Gaming and Movie Channel? He says to me, or they say, I should say, to me, Man of Steel is a beautiful movie. I absolutely love that movie. Screw the haters. I don't care.
Agreed. Man of Steel's amazing.
That's awesome. That is an awesome way to put it, because Man of Steel is phenomenal. Like, if you don't, I just rewatched Man of Steel 2, and you watch that movie and you're just like, man, this movie is so fabulous. Like seriously, like, what is it about these movies? You know, Dawson, when you were talking about like that he said to you, you know, let's watch this movie and you explain to me stuff. Like, I love it when people come to me and they're like, I want to watch this movie with you, Enosh. Right? Because
I have a couple of friends who said that too. Like, dude, you just need to bring the Ultimate Edition over sometime. We need to watch it. I was like, dude, I'm down. I will help you understand this if you need it. Because once you understand it, it's amazing.
That's why my kids fell in love with Star Wars to begin with, was because I sat down and watched it with them. And Isaac, you know, like my son Isaac is a huge part of the channel. And when we first watched Star Wars together, I would pause it. Like when we were watching the because he was young, you know, and so when we were watching, say, the prequels, when it was like all this political stuff, the kids can check out on some of that stuff, right? And so they don't understand the intricacies of like why this is working together for the Empire to start. And so I would pause it and I would say, Isaac, do you understand that? And he goes, well, no, not really. Like, what is that all about? And I would explain. So this is what is being done behind the scenes so that this and this can happen. And he would go, oh, and then we'd play it again and we'd watch it up to a point. And I would tell him too, if you ever have a question, let me know and we'll stop it and we'll talk about it. And like, that's my son, but I feel like I have to do that with other grown adults who watch some of these movies. That it's like, they don't go into these movies to actually watch movies. They got their popcorn out. They got their phone out. They're like, they're wiping their hands over here. They're getting up and going to the bathroom and missing key parts of the movie. Then they're coming back and then they're like, this movie's stupid. It doesn't make any sense.
It's like, well, because you missed half of it with nonsense.
Right. Like, are we even on the same playing field here? Because you're not actually, like, I love dialogue, guys. Yeah. I love actually listening to the dialogue of movies. And it makes me want to throat punch people when they're like, I don't remember that was in the movie. Like, it was like a major plot point.
So that's why Star Wars Episode 1 is growing on me, because I rewatched it when I got older and I can understand what's going on. And I was listening to things like, oh, so they had to set this up so it makes sense as to what was lost before. You know, just different things like that. People don't understand how to listen. And here's a perfect example of this. I made a explanation video for the movie called The Book of Eli with Denzel Washington, right?
Yes.
Great movie. And I pointed out Gary Oldman's character, Carnegie. And I mentioned in the video that I had just watched the Dark Knight trilogy before watching this movie. And so going from, you know, Gary Oldman being Jim Gordon to him being Carnegie in this one was a jarring experience, going from him being good to bad. But what's interesting is I got like 200 comments all saying the same thing. You've never seen Gary Oldman as a bad guy? And I'm just like, listen to what I said, please. Like, can you go and listen to my actual words? And you'll know that's not what I said. It happens a lot.
It is sad. Listen. Well, but you know, I've done that too. I've had Star Wars watch parties at my house. That's why it's like, and Dawson, you and I have been on streams where there's been people who are very passionate about Star Wars or very passionate about their hatred for Star Wars. And I find it interesting that I can be in a conversation with somebody about Star Wars and they're dead set that like they're absolutely right about something. And then we just start talking about it. And I'm like, well, did you ever think about this? And they're like, still sucks. Like, well,
that's
no.
always the comeback, isn't it? Oh, it's still bad. It's like,
well, no, not really. You know, I mean, context is everything. If it doesn't say, if it doesn't do what you're saying it does, then maybe it doesn't suck. I'm just saying.
I think they were just clapping along to Friends. They had the 4 claps.
Ah, yes, Friends. Yeah, but yeah. So
they just watch CinemaSins.
I'll tell you what, that's why, guys, it's important to make sure that the people that you're getting your news from understand this stuff. That's why I love what's up, Space Ninja? We are well. Hey. Welcome. We're getting ready to go off, but hey, but welcome, and you can rewatch it. I would say that's why I love having you here, man. I love having you on my streams, and I love talking with you, Dawson, because you get it. you understand. You're a good guy. You're a level-headed guy, and you think. And Truth, that's why I love having you here too, bro, because you get it, man. You talk, and that's if we're here to get. You're looking over the thing, right? Like, Truth, you down there? Yeah, Truth is down there. All right,
Talking to me? Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I got to look around the thing to see Dawson, right? Like, hey, Dawson,
You still there, buddy?
yeah. You go,
No.
come out around the side. That'd be so weird if my hand like came out over on Dawson's side. Like, wow.
What I need to do is I need to get a fake hand
Just
sometime and
smack
just match it up where your hand is.
Exactly. Well, make sure it's like a size 50. It's got to be big because I got some big mitts, man. I wear a size 15 ring, but check that puppy out. Oh,
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Man,
That's nice.
that's so I can leave a big old backwards S on people's faces.
Superman brand.
Oh, don't say brand. No, people
you,
don't like it when your superheroes brand people. That's crazy talk. But no, I love talking to people who get it, and I just tell you all, like, when you watch a channel that talks about this stuff, talks about anything really. Vet it, man. Make sure that they're not just making some crazy claims or that they don't actually get the films that they're talking about. And that's why I love the people that we stream with, because I feel like even though some of us have differing opinions on some stuff, we all listen to reason somewhat, you know, and we all are willing to listen to somebody else's point of view, and we're all willing to learn something. And that right there, I think goes a long way, and I just think it's really important when you're in this space, and if you're going to be here talking about stuff. And I hope that everyone who watches these streams, and if you're in the stream tonight, if you're chatting or whatever, I hope that you appreciate that from the people that we have here on this channel, and then the different people, the various people that I stream with occasionally, that you appreciate about that, and let them know, hey, go over to Dawson's channel, Nerdy in Many Ways. Give him a subscribe if you haven't already, because that guy is doing good things over there, and not just movie news, man. You're doing music over there. This guy's doing more Enosh stuff than Enosh is doing right now, man. I'll tell you what, like seriously, like, you're doing more Enosh
Jack
stuff.
of all trades.
Yeah, man. Tell us a little bit about your latest music video you just put out.
Yeah, so the music video I just put out, was it yesterday, 2 days ago? It was a tribute video to the Snyder Cut movement, and it was a cover of the song by Matchbox 20, How Far We've Come. And it was basically a compilation of where the Snyder Cut movement started and where it is now, like tied along with the thank you video that Zack Snyder put out. It's basically a thank you to Zack Snyder, only put in his own words. And I really like how it turned out. I have a good friend, Ruben Harris from Raw Rocks on YouTube, helped me do that. He is an amazing musician. And we have a couple of things we're coming out with pretty soon, because that guy's just amazing, fantastic guy. And if you haven't checked out Raw Rocks, it's RAH Rocks. Check him out. He's a great musician, does a fantastic job. But that's what we've been doing lately.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you got a great voice, man.
Well, thank you. I try to.
Yeah, you got to really give. Hey, what are you doing, Truth? Apparently nothing. What? Truth, you down there? You're in the darkness. Like,
About that, my internet is a little wonky.
Oh, I was gonna say,
I'm just my old friend. There we go.
He's just sitting there in the dark. He's sitting in the dark smiling.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
I think Jeff Johns is messing with my internet. That's why. So basically, I'm just doing, more DC reviews, and I just had a live stream with a couple of friends of mine talking about DC fandom and what we're expecting, and basically just talking about Ben Affleck and the Flash and everything that's going to go on, and how we're all going to be very happy this Saturday.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Well, this makes me happy. The Gaming and Movie Channel back with another 2 pounds, pounding it.
There we go.
He's like pound right there to all the DC haters. And DC fandom is going to be awesome, and that is so true. It's going to be awesome. And so,
in truth, I just realized I wasn't subscribed to, but I'm subscribed to you now. I just did that just now.
Oh yeah, go subscribe to Truth. Go subscribe to Truth. Go subscribe to these guys. And I know Prime's not here anymore. Look, Prime's going to call you stupid if you're stupid, and if you're stupid, that's what you need sometimes. Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you just need somebody to just look at you in the eye and go, "You dumb." Fix it. Just fix it. Fix it. Fix it now. Fix it. And so that's okay. But you know what? That's what I love about Prime. He's got it going on like that. So hey, go subscribe to Prime.
Yes.
Go check him out because a lot of great stuff happening. And there's a lot of people who didn't show up tonight that I know they had something going on one way or the other. But if you guys ever see Nicotina around, thank him, because tomorrow's event, man, Nicotina played a huge part in putting that together. And
I gotta say, Nicotina. Again, I'll say this all the time. Nicotina needs a big shout out for organizing not just Christ and Infinite Streams Part 1, but Christ and Infinite Streams Part 2, and organizing the Richard Citron interview that we had with him last night. This guy does a lot of great work. So he deserves all the praise in the world for all the work he's put into this. Especially with having the family that he does, he's getting all this stuff. I mean, seriously, bravo.
Heck yeah. Well, if Nicotino was playing basketball with Michael Jordan, I would give him my street cred as Larry Bird, and he could say this.
Over the Grand Canyon, off your face, through the window, off the floor, nothing but net.
Off your face.
Off your face. I love that. It's off your face. But hey, guys, just keep being nerdy, guys. I tell you what, I do want to say a quick shout out to the Milee Store on eBay. Make sure that you go check out the Milee Store on eBay as well. They are responsible, and that if you guys don't know, that's Crush It. In the comments and the chats and everything. Crush It is usually on everybody's stream at some point, and Crush It sponsors this, and Crush It has sent us a ton of comic books to give away, guys, and we give away a comic book every week, and all you got to do is answer the nerd question of the week. Look at this Uncanny X-Men here. Ooh, look at that. Awesome. we got other stuff coming up, and I'll share that in just a second. So this week's nerd question of the week, brought to you by them, is simply, what race of alien is a Watto? and if you could tell me why a Jedi mind tricks don't work on me, then maybe you'll be entered into a free comic book. Blue, the free comic book. A red, I take your comic book.
Annie? You're Annie?
Little Annie? No. Wait. That is you. Little Annie. Yes, little Annie. I totally tortured you. You were a kid and made you risk your life to try to make us some money, and I put your mother into slavery. Yeah, I remember you. We're totally cool now, though, right? Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Did you see the comic where it just came out that basically shows that Darth Vader went back and killed him?
I did see that.
That's fabulous. Nerdy just shared this.
Yes, so this is the newest shirt on my Teespring store, just in memoriam for the event tomorrow, and it's a We Once t-shirt, because in the back, in Greek wording, it says We Won, of course, because Zack Snyder's influences a lot of Greek mythology, just mythology in general. And so, yeah, go to my Twitter at NIMW32 if you want to get yourself one of these shirts. The Teespring link is on pinned to the top of my account. So yeah, just thought I'd have to share that.
That's awesome.
That is a good looking shirt, man.
Yeah, I hope you just triggered half of the internet right now.
The We Won thing,
and that's a beautiful thing.
Well, you know what? I gotta say, that's okay because of how I've been. Thank you, by the way, Crush It. Yes, those comics brought to you by Crush It. Thank you so much. And we're going to give away another comic book this week. And so, yes, we actually send them out. We actually give them away. We do all kinds of giveaways here on the channel. Speaking of, Val Kilmer's supposed to be there tomorrow. And Val Kilmer now. Schumacher cut. We don't know. But just in case. Hey, hold on. Wait, hold on. Is that Dawson? That mask? No, that's the other Riddler. That's right. That's the other Riddler. That's wrong Riddler. Sorry, wrong Riddler. No, hey, this month, for all of you who gave in the super chats tonight, thank you so much. I definitely appreciate that. I'm never going to beg you for money. I don't expect anybody to give anything, but if you guys give something, just know that it is truly appreciated. Whether you give that way or you give in the Cash App, all the links are in the description. Obviously, that you
Cash App
people. Cash App, right there. You can scan it. It's right there. It's ready. It just happens to be that because of my obnoxiousness over other people before that I had it in there. But yeah, I mean, we got the links down in there if anybody wants to give, and we do have a Patreon. Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. I still got to put a white background behind that because I used to think I could put a white background behind it, and then I messed it up. So there it is. But you can see their names. So there they are. But for anybody who is a Patreon supporter or gives anything, this month's giveaway that we pick a name out of all those people is this pop vinyl of the Riddler. So who knows? We could get an announcement of the Schumacher cut tomorrow, and that'd be cool. And then we have T-shirts too. We got logoed items. We got all kinds of Poindexter fun that happens around here. So I wish Truth was here because like Truth brought up that whole thing of what you just said that you triggered the internet, and I'm trying to close out the show. So I was like, I got this thing ready. I want to go, and then Truth disappeared. He left us. So well,
he left us. He left us.
So, but hey, he's back. Okay, he's back. All right. So, as I was saying and setting up my cool ending here, thank you so much, Nerdy, for joining us. Thank you, Dawson, for joining us, and thank you, Truth, again.
You're awesome, Dawson.
You're awesome too, man. And if you ever want me on a stream, Truth, I'm more than down to be on a stream with you. Just let me know, and if you ever want to be on a stream with me, just let me know. Yeah,
absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely. You guys are, hey, you guys know I'm good, man. Whatever you guys want me. I show up on streams that I don't even mean to be on streams. Like I just show up, like seriously, I just show up and I'm like, hey guys, I'm just letting you know I'm here to support you. What's up? And they're like, we're sending Enosh a link. I'm like, okay, like I'm good with just listening to you, but if you want to talk. I'll
you're already here. Why not?
That's right. That's right. Shout out to my wonderful family who lets me do this and hasn't been on as much lately, but we got to get him back on. And then don't forget tomorrow, Crisis on Infinite streams. Heck yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fun. You got to be a part of it, and we want you to be a part of it. So
the watch party for the Snyder Cut panel will be on my channel for Crisis on Infinite streams. So be sure to come and experience the awesomeness of Zack Snyder's reveals and trailers with us.
Heck yeah,
it's gonna be great.
That's right, and then we're bringing it back here after the four nerds after the Zeverfett show, after the Nerdy and Mini Ways show. Then you all are combining your powers together and doing another show, and as the four nerds, and then after all that, we're bringing it back home right here to the Poindexter Lounge, and we're gonna have some fun. And who knows, we may have some other people on too. I'm just waiting to hear back from Robert Meyer Burnett, so we might have Robert Meyer Burnett, and that would be some awesome commentary to hear his thoughts after what happens tomorrow for sure. Well, guys, look, as I always say, is Jarbo here? Did Jarbo show up? So I just heard somebody say, Jarbo, you're late. So I didn't know if Jarbo showed up. I don't know. But it's perfect if he did because of how I'm going to end this. Yes, Matt's here. So it's perfect how he showed up. But I just want to say this. I always say this, and that is, don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter. Don't let anybody tell you what to like and what to not like. Don't let anybody bully you or even coerce you into thinking that your opinions about a franchise is wrong or what. Even those in the chat tonight, I want to make very clear that if you don't agree with our opinions about Man of Steel, or if you don't agree with our opinions about BVS or Justice League or Zack Snyder or any of those things, that's fine. Okay. I never fight with anybody about your opinion. What I tell you is this: don't be mean about it. All right. What the problem that I have, and you're going to get, I think, a rise out of a lot of people, is just when you come in just trying to be a smart aleck and just trying to think you're going to thwop on somebody. It's not going to happen. Now, look, it's my channel. So like I said at the beginning of this, we're whacking moles all day long and we're smacking all this stuff down. And that's why I got a channel. You want to talk like that? Get a channel. It's pretty simple, really. I mean, you can say whatever the heck you want. But that's the way we do it here. But we respect you, though, even if we don't agree with you. We may joke around with you and stuff, but anything is said here is said lightly, and nobody is coming after anybody. And I hope that you all understand that you all are welcome here. That's what the Poindexter Lounge is. It's a place for nerds. It's a place where we can all come together and discuss the things that we love and even the things that we hate sometimes. And but we can do so freely. And so just remember that's why we're here, and that we're here to have fun. So we appreciate everybody who comes here for every video we do, and we appreciate it when you guys go over to the other videos and support our partners, our stream partners and stuff, because we're all in this together. And I love the fact, Dawson, you just hit over 5,000 subscribers.
I actually just got over 7,000.
So, dude, look
Awesome.
at you, man. Hey, don't go to Dawson's channel. He doesn't need any more. He's gonna catch up to me here before. He's gonna get to 10,000 before I. He's gonna get to 10,000 before I get to 10,000. Jeez.
Yeah, I need those subscribers.
Yeah, go to the truth. Go to the truth. Go.
You get a subscriber. You get a subscriber. We all get.
Oh, Red, you get the truth of some subscribers.
Please, dude.
Blue, you give the nerdy in many ways of subscribers.
Jody, go away.
Go away. Yeah, get away. You bother me, kid. All right. But hey, you know what? But seriously, I love the t-shirt, Dawson, because
it's awesome.
Because look, if you guys don't like the fact that the Snyder cuts, I don't know what to tell you. I don't feel bad for you, because the reality is we're all going to get what we want. This isn't going to be the last Batman and Superman movie ever made. We're going to see different versions of these characters still yet. There's going to be plenty to go around. We're getting multiverse stuff, guys. Come on. Stop arguing about the stuff. Stop just griping and complaining and moaning and groaning about it, and just be happy. Be happy that somebody else is getting something that they fought for. And we all know that Zack Snyder went through so much. And I'm actually putting together a whole campaign because we just went down to Metropolis, and they've got this this wonderful sidewalk here where you can get these bricks and dedicate them to people. And you can get the big bricks, little bricks. You can put emblems on them here like this. And I'm actually getting ready to start a campaign. I got to put together exactly what I want to do and what I wanted to say and things like that. But I've been talking to other channels and stuff. And I don't know if I've talked to you guys about it, but I would love for us to kind of come together and like get something in honor of Zack Snyder's family.
Yes. Like
I don't want to, pinpoint his daughter necessarily. There's some that are like, in loving memory and stuff like that. I don't necessarily want to do that, but I do want us to say, thank you to the Snyder family for your contributions to Superman. It's right there in the shadow of the giant Superman statue that stands there, and it's right there next to the museum. And like Lou Ferrigno's got one, there's like a bunch of celebrities who have them and stuff. And I think it's fitting that the fans could put something there for Zack Snyder, and say thank you to Zack Snyder for your contribution, and we do this in honor of you. And so look for that coming soon, because I'm going to be kicking up that campaign, and we're going to ask people to give to it. And then we're going to purchase this thing, and it's going to belong to all of us, and most importantly, it's going to belong to Zach and his family. And so from us fans. And so look for that. I'm going to get the details together, and then I'll be talking about it a whole lot more. But I think it's an important thing for us to do. But like I said, even if you don't agree with Zach and his take on these characters, anything else, the thing is we fought long and hard for this. Yes. And there's a lot of people who put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and really care. Not a cult, but a group of people who care about a man and seeing his vision come to light, and getting what he deserves, getting to be able to finish the film that he worked so hard on, and not seeing it torn from his hands and turned and just bastardized basically into something completely different that basically mocks his original idea. So buy Dawson's shirt that reminds you that we won. And I will say this as we go out today: if we won, that means somebody had to lose. And I think Matt Jarbo said it best. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Stay nerdy.
They're trying. Let me just break it down for you like this. I can summarize everything up in simply 2 words. You lost.